Hello there. So, right, the last wee video that lasted 10 minutes, this one might just be the same, I'm sorry to say, so if you're wanting a quick one, not that way. So, yeah, my next topic is, I came across this paragraph that said, the reason, and you can probably see it on the screensaver, DCU, Marvel is more successful than DCU is because of comic book readers. That DCU is only going to, you need to read comics to really appreciate the DCU. And I thought, what an idiot. What an and this was from Fortress of Solitude or something like that. Funny enough, that was my first ever DC group I started. For me, and I'm going to refer, if you watched my previous video, I'll put a link, whatever, to my previous one. My friend, who's never read comic books, doesn't watch DC TV shows or whatever, he just goes and watches movies. And he watched Ragnarok and didn't really care too much for it. Like I said in the last video, he says it was just trying to be funny. And so I asked him, I says, listen, you're not just saying this because you know I'm a big DC man. I went, no. So what did you get? I asked him, what did you get out of it? Did you understand that? Did you get the grasp of the story? I went, yeah. And then he said, so what do you make? He says, was the Hulk in it? And I was explaining about the Ragnarok story, about World Hulk and stuff. I says, well, really, Bruce Banner wasn't really in it, and he was somehow, you know, for the last 4 years, you know, nobody's seen or heard of the Hulk or something like that, he says, and, you know, and so he doesn't become Bruce Banner until the end, and, you know, and so there's that sort of missing storyline or whatever, and then he's fighting it, and I'm thinking, so, well, you know, he got the gist of the story. He's never read Batman or Superman, and he loved the Ultimate Edition. And I says to him, do you feel that you don't understand these films because you don't read the comics? He went, no, I just watch it because it's a film, you know, and for entertainment. And I know many people that go to see these films, and the one thing they don't question is backgrounds and everything else. They're just there to see if they can be entertained. And that has got to be the case, because I've not seen one movie where I'm questioning the logic behind these heroes. You know, I've not... granted that I have read comics, and of course I shouldn't be, but I feel, and you know, you can call it bias because I read comics, but I feel that it's, you don't need to know the majority of the backstory of the characters. You just need to know if he's good at heart or he's bad at heart. Cowboys and Indian cowboy movies, you know, in black and white days, good guys wore the white hats and the baddies wore the black hats. That's it. That's all you needed. Cowboys goodies, and then baddies. That's it. Unfortunately, that's how they were portrayed, and which is wrong. But that was as simple as I was making the movie without overindulging you with facts, over exaggerating with backstory or origin story, which then leads me to the other point about you know, some people's remarks were, oh, DCEU should have took their time and got everybody's backstory sorted out first before they jumped into the Justice League and stuff like that. I went, no, seriously, I took people there, and they could see that this guy swims underwater. That guy is somehow a robot. And that guy runs fast, right? I'm watching it, right? No, that's what he's like, and that's what he's like, and that's what she's like. Okay, oh, she can kick ass. Was that Wonder Woman, right? I might go and check that film. That is that. I mean, you don't need, you know, I have been to the cinema with people, and majority of the time they don't even get the easiest concept, things that are explained to you, and it totally goes over their heads. So there's no, you know, I know people that watched like 10 minutes in Rocky, turned it off because they thought it was slow. These are the sort of people we're dealing with here. You know, that you're not going to please. You've got to grab people's attention straight away, make it entertaining, and you don't have to bog them down with that. Now, saying all this, now, I watched Justice League, and I'm looking forward to getting it on DVD. And once I do it, there's a link to how good the 4K DVD is, and I'll put that in, mate. If it's not on this one, it'll be on my DVD review and whatever. So there's, where was I going? There was, I mean, I watched Justice League, and I watched, and again I'm biased, right? I'm putting it out there. I enjoyed Justice League more than I did Avengers, and I enjoyed the film for its fun, and a lot of people I spoke to enjoyed the movie as well, and you know, they could have waited for you know, they could have held back for another hour. They thought the film, and I read somebody's comment that they thought the film dragged. How can it drag when the majority of people that have seen the film felt like the film was short? You know, it's enjoyable 2 hours, and of course now, me personally, I feel like the Avengers just came out at a good time for it. And we should, as I say, we should never judge a film's success by the money it's made. Now, I've got a gripe, and I'm going off context here because I'm trying to get everything in, so you don't have to look out for another video that's maybe 2 or 3 minutes long or stuff like that. And I just feel people are sort of brainwashed by this sitcom that Marvel is, and that they feel that it's not a superhero movie if it doesn't have jokes all through it. It's not a superhero movie if it's colourful. And I feel like Disney is sort of taking over too much, you know, the buying companies and everything else. And when I was watching the Oscars, now my partner, she's starting, and she loves Disney, and she's starting to notice a change in the media. Because I talk about, you know, critics and the media, the posts that go on Facebook, and all these stupid articles and stuff like that, and even a mayor from America, he's actually cordoned on to the hate and the trolling of the DCEU online. And if you go to the Facebook page, DC Fan Gives Hope, you'll see that posts. I think it was a mayor of something. Anyway, I can't remember his name. I'll probably, when this video's finished, I'll put some information down below. And then we get to the Oscars, and well, you're listening to a song from the film Coco. Right now, a song from Coco has won Best Song. I can't sing it. I have not got a Scooby what the song was. Everything else. Now, on that night, there was a woman who sang a song from what I thought to be one of the best movies of the year, The Greatest Showman. And This Is Me. And I thought, brilliant. It's like Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive, or I Am What I Am. It's one of those uplifting songs, and people are singing it everywhere, every chance they get, and it's, you know, and the singer herself hadn't any confidence, and she brings it out, and it's a fantastic song. But Disney somehow gets all these rewards, and I'm sitting scratching my head thinking, what is going on with me? What is going on with the world? When anything that Disney seem to do seems to get them praise and everything else and money, and we have Black Panther and somehow making an issue about being black, and then half the film is somehow mirroring Wonder Woman. Some people complaining Wonder Woman doesn't deserve an Oscar. Now, who are we to decide? Are you trying to say that Marvel movies deserve an Oscar? Because all those films are the same. Wonder Woman, at least you get a wee bit of history of World War One, and it's not, and woman director and everything else, the music score, the cinematography, and all those sort of things. Right? But of course you'll get the Snyder fans that will just put it down because it's not as cinematic as Snyder, which may have a point in there, but that's why are you hating on DC? But it's because people somehow, and I think the world is getting dumbed down to be, to Disney level. I will be surprised if the next Alien movie, the Alien movies kind of dumbed down and a wee bit nicer. It's just, I can't understand. And as I say, Justice League just came out, just at a time when all these other films came out, and maybe because we've already had a big team up, that people weren't really ready to watch another team up movie. Or maybe it was because Star Wars was in the back, but again, I don't know why anyone cannot just thoroughly enjoy a movie and not put too much thing on about what should be in it or the timing of the movie. I just feel sorry. I feel sorry that DC will never get his break. And I know this is DC Fan Gives Hope, but my message to you guys out there is just look forward to the next movie. Enjoy it for what it is, and enjoy that. I would love it. I have seen comments stating that, okay, my life's over now, I've got nothing to look forward to now I've seen Justice League. What is it? And I can honestly, I can empathise with those people that said that. I can feel where they're coming from, because we all longed for the movie. We all wanted it to move. We've been waiting all our lives to see the Justice League on the big screen. And what did we have to put up with until it came on? Bullshit on Facebook. Growing concerns over the making of it. So when we do go and see these films, we're already kind of going, and we can't just simply sit back and enjoy it. And because now you feel that because of Disney or the marketing, or because people have not read comic books, or people have not read comic books, so they won't understand, so they shouldn't be going to see the DCEU. It's just a mind. It's just exasperating. Exasperating that we live in where we can't just enjoy the film, and we have to tear it apart before and after the film comes out. So, will DC ever be as big as Marvel and his universe? I doubt it. Not the way people behaving online and clickbait sites and stuff. Not when we get daft articles like people need to read comics before they can appreciate the DCEU. And I'm thinking, everyone in the world has heard of Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. What else do we need to explain? So here's my rant. Thanks very much. I know I went off in different things, but it was all these things going in through my head. So check us out on the Facebook, DC Fan Gives Hope. Eek. Or Instagram or whatever, and let us know. Thank you.